Right, Grace. So when we're talking about Louise Bourgeois' work and spiders,
Yeah.
regarding the uncanny,
Yeah.
do you feel that the artist is taking something, an object or an animal insect that all of us are relatively familiar with,
Yeah, they are.
that we've seen in our own homes? So we might not be that scared of it in that situation.
No, but some spiders can be ginormous.
But she's making these spiders very large and
Yeah,
accentuating all their odd and funny features and putting them in an unusual setting.
Yeah.
Is that why you've chosen her as an example of the uncanny?
Yeah, I think it is.
Because it incorporates these elements.
Why do you find her big sculptures uncanny?
Because they're like, what's that word? Like familiar but unfamiliar.
So she's taken something familiar,
Yeah.
she's made it unfamiliar
Yeah.
by enlarging it.
Unhomely.
Ah.
Yeah. Louise Bourgeois.
Louise Bourgeois, 1911 to 2010, was a French-American artist. In her work, she explored the themes of home, family, sexuality and mortality, which were inspired by her own life experiences, especially her traumatic childhood. Her work included large-scale sculpture and installation art.
Spider.
For example, this version, called Spider Couple, is part of a series of metal spiders called Mammon, French for mother, which have been exhibited in many different locations worldwide. The biggest version of Mammon is so huge that it is only possible to install outdoors or in a huge industrial space.
From outer space.
The picture of the one of the Mammon spiders.
From outer space. No, it's not right.
Bourgeois described these spider sculptures as her most successful subject. Bourgeois uses the spider, both predator, a sinister threat, and protector, an industrious repairer, to symbolise the mother figure. Grace says, I find these spiders very uncanny because Bourgeois takes creatures that are objects of fear for many people and amplifies this by making them on a huge scale. This creates feelings of terror and discomfort for many people.
I don't think they're scary at all. I think they're quite beautiful.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think they could be part of the uncanny?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Is there any reasons why you think they could be uncanny?
Because they like to make a home for themselves.
Okay, Grace. So would you like to tell us a little bit about some of the art that you've produced that has elements of the uncanny?
That one
Okay. So what's that one there?
is my boyfriend with an apple over his face. Or my ex-boyfriend with an apple over his face.
Okay. And why, to you, is that picture uncanny?
Because an apple should be eaten, not over somebody's face.
Okay. So it's like the apple's almost
Taken over him.
taken over him, eating him, rather than the other way around.
Yeah,
Okay.
that way around.
And what response do you think that somebody would have to that?
Hunger.
So you'd look at that and it would make you hungry.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make you feel
Nauseous.
nauseous.
Yes.
Okay. So that's almost like repulsion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the next one you've got there?
My house.
So this is your house. So this was
Last year, a few years ago.
okay. And you made how many of those houses?
Whole lot of them.
Whole load of them.
Yeah, and just one there, and just one there.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of them. About 10.
Okay, so you made 10 houses, and what were they called?
Boudoirs.
Boudoirs.
Yes.
Okay.
They're called boudoirs.
And so where did you put these boudoirs?
In the car park.
So you made houses of all different shapes and sizes,
In
and
the car park.
you put them into car parks. So, okay, so why do you think that those are uncanny?
Because boudoir is a sexual place,
Okay,
and the car park's not sexual at all.
okay,
It's like very unsexual,
okay.
and it's like I don't know.
Do you remember what you were saying before about a home being a safe space?
Most homes are safe spaces.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a safe place. It's a very disgusting place.
Okay,
The next one, another boudoir.
and that's a miniature boudoir.
Yes,
Okay.
a whole bunch of them. Made a whole bunch of them.
Okay. And why did you make them? What were you thinking about when you actually made?
Because I was most people are sexually repressed.
Okay.
You can't have sex very often.
So it was to represent sexual repression.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So do you think that the fact that you put them into the car parks?
Yeah, made it unusual, uncanny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people there. It's like a teardrop.
Okay. And what does that teardrop show?
I can't cry.
Okay.
'cause that's me. My eyes can't cry.
Okay.
I still got teardrops though, but they don't really respond to it.
Okay.
The next one is my another Barbie doll, but this one bigger.
Okay. And what's that one?
It's in like what it's like viewing through one of the holes.
Okay. So is that almost like looking through your lens of life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fabulous. And then do you want to tell me a little bit about the sewing box?
Oh yeah, the sewing
Piece.
box was really like really good. Because
There's a video of it on your
there is a video
vlog,
on
isn't
my
there,
vlog,
for somebody
yeah.
to look at?
Somebody to
Okay.
look at. It's called Grace Curry Arts. The vlog is.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about the sewing box?
Because that's what my brain feels like.
Okay. So
It's
it
all hurting and everything.
kind of represents
It
how
represents life
for you
for me, life for me.
and how your brain.
How my brain reacts to different emotions,
Okay.
different. I can't remember.
And like
Different stimuli.
Okay.
Different stimuli.
Okay. So when you're grabbing at threads,
Yeah.
what's that representing?
Like my brain, how my brain feels.
Like when you're trying to grasp
Grasp a memory.
and you can't quite.
Get it.
Okay.
And some things hurting.
Okay.
Some things like really hurting me.
Okay. And when I listened to that video, the thing that struck me was that sound.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
It's me speaking but slowed down.
Okay. And what does that sound like, do you think?
A cow.
Or like a really deep guttural
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And how do you think that would make people feel, the sound?
Scared.
Yeah. It definitely made me feel emotional.
Yeah, emotional.
It definitely.
Emotional roller coaster my films are.
Yeah. It made me feel very
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
No, you didn't like it.
Um,
And that's my plan.
that was your plan to
It was
make.
my plan.
to make-
Make everybody feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so you were deliberately trying to.
trying to do that.
Okay, so you were making a piece of uncanny work.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned about how that sound could also represent about how people feel about
Me.
you, yes, or people with disabilities.
Disabilities, yeah. So I got the splints on. I've got my shoe on.
Yeah.
It's there, my splint show.
Okay. And so you
I can't
think
take off though.
no, it's okay.
Because I can't put it down again.
So you think that uncomfortable
Ness was really important to me.
because it represents how some people don't,
Some people don't see my disability.
or they don't want to deal with it, or they
They
feel
don't deal with it. No,
uncomfortable.
they don't. They feel uncomfortable with it.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
No.